Hey guys, Bobby Hesley here. Still out for my walk, taking advantage of this weather today, man. But listen, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on here. I just wanted to jump on to say that all of our phones and all of our news feeds and all of our notifications are blowing up with the news that Joe Biden has become the 46th president of the United States and that he's beat Donald Trump. Now, it ain't over till it's over, folks. This thing is far from over. As a matter of fact, we're just getting started, guys. I can promise you that. And I think the news media knows that there is no way that Joe Biden would ever win. So they want to be able to at least see what it feels like to declare Joe Biden as a winner. They just need to get it out of their system. They just want to be able to say, hey, we got some dopamine hits by saying that Joe Biden became the 46th president of the United States and defeated Donald Trump. But the fact of the matter is, guys, is Donald Trump ain't going nowhere. This thing is far from over. I know what I saw in the city of Detroit. I know what I saw at the TCF Center, and all of you do too. I took all of you with me. And we are going to challenge this thing up to the highest court in the land, and we will not go silently into the night. We will not, guys. Don't give up, guys. Do not let this news media molest your brain. Stop letting the fake news reach into your skull and fondle your brain like a sick, crazy uncle. Stop doing that, guys. Stop letting the media defile and molest you. I'm sick of this fake news, and I'm sick of seeing everybody else fall prey to it. We're better than this, guys. We're bigger than this. You guys got to be patient. You guys got to be courageous. And you guys need to have faith in our democracy, because I don't believe that it's broken. As hard as the Democrats are trying to break our democracy, they are not going to break it, guys. This is the United States of America. This is why people from all across the world break our immigration laws to get into our country, so that they don't have to live in countries that handle elections the way this one is trying to be handled. Our brilliant founding fathers put checks and balances in place so that things like this don't happen. This is why we have the separation of powers. This is why we have the Supreme Court. This is why we have the Senate. This is why we have the House. This is why we have all those different branches of government, so that one party cannot have unchecked, unopposed power to impose their will on the public. This is our democracy at work, guys. I know that in our lifetimes, we've never lived to see anything like this. We never thought that we would ever see anything like this. But I want you guys to take note, and I want you to see what a democracy in action looks like, because this is what it looks like, folks. We're not going to lay down and roll over and accept this fraudulent election outcome. This is why we have the Supreme Court. This is why we have the separations of power, so that there can be checks and balances. So I don't care what the news media says. I don't care what your phone notifications are telling you that are blowing up, saying that Joe Biden won and that Donald Trump lost. Joe Biden has already lost. He just doesn't know it. And that's a fact, guys. I'm not making this video so that I can cope with reality. I'm not making this video so that I can, run from reality and not deal with what's going on. I am making this video because I believe in my heart of hearts that this thing is just getting started. And we are not going to accept a stolen election. We are not going to accept the fact that Republican poll challengers were not allowed to observe the bipartisan process of counting these ballots that showed up in the middle of the night without explanation. They weren't kicking any of us out or barring any of us from going in until the mysterious ballots started appearing everywhere in the middle of the night. That's when they stopped letting us in. That's when they start boarding up the windows of the TCF Center, because they know that they didn't want us in there to see what was going on with those new ballots that showed up. And the few of us that were in there were not allowed to be 6 feet within the table. All the Democrats could sit right up close and up front at the table. They were all able to count everything up close and personal. Listen to these Biden fans honking. Trump 2020, baby! Listen to all these Biden fans. Trump 2020! Black voices for Trump, baby! Black voices for Trump! You systemic racist, you! Enjoy your Jim Crow Joe temporary fake victory while it's here. Enjoy your little fake news Jim Crow Joe victory, you royal woke, white privilege, white guilt liberals. I'm in royal woke right now, guys. All these white privilege, white guilt royal okers honking because they think Joe Biden won. They think Joe Biden won. I can't wait to see these same royal woke honkers when Amy Coney Barrett, a Catholic mother of 7, gives them bad news for the day. A Catholic mother of 7 is going to put a stop to all this crap that's going on. And I might try to time myself to be in Royal Oak when Justice Amy Coney Barrett smacks this thing down. White privilege doesn't exist. It's American privilege that exists. But white privilege exists inside of the liberal mind. And white privilege is a form of white supremacy. All these white guilt liberals who believe in white privilege, at the same time they are professing white supremacy. Because they're saying that if you're white, that your default factory setting is to be ahead of people who have too much melanin in their skin. And that you're guaranteed to have a smoother, easier, more successful life filled with more opportunities because you're not black. That's white supremacy. That's what white supremacy is, folks. You don't see that anywhere more clearly than in cities like Royal Oak. Guys, do not let the news media fondle and molest your brains. Knock it off. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to spirit you. They're trying to discourage you. And they're trying to prematurely call an election that is far, far, far from being over. Are you watching the Giuliani press conference right now? Watch the Giuliani press conference. We're just getting started, guys. You guys have to realize it takes days. It's going to take weeks, maybe even months, to gather up proof of all this fraud. There has to be affidavits that are signed. There have to be there's a protocol, guys. There's a legal process that all of this stuff has to go through in order for all these fraudulent votes to be certified to where they can be challenged. It doesn't have to be terrifying, Jessica. Don't let it be terrifying. You know what's terrifying, Jessica? I'll tell you what's terrifying. And I hope this never happens to me. What's terrifying is dying in a state of mortal sin. That's what's terrifying. To die when you're not in a state of God's grace and friendship. That's what's terrifying. Some washed up old racist that's been screwing things up for black people for the past 47 years. A guy like him ain't terrifying. He gets in the White House, okay, he raises our taxes, he makes our lives a little bit harder for the next 4 years, maybe the next 8 years. But that's not as terrifying as not dying in God's grace and friendship. That's what's terrifying. Read Matthew 10:28. Do not fear him who cannot destroy, who can only kill body and soul. Rather fear him who can destroy body and soul in the flames of Gehenna. I want you guys to meditate on Matthew 10:28 today. Don't fear some racist Democrat. Fear God. Do not fear men. Don't fear Joe Biden. Fear God. That's who you need to fear. How you doing, man? So the fact is, guys, I wanted to jump on here while all the news networks are blowing up our phones and blowing up our Facebook feeds and blowing up Twitter and blowing up our TVs, prematurely declaring Joe Biden the winner. Guys, I want you to go on an image. I want you to go on Google Images. I'm going to give you guys a little exercise. Our country has dealt with this before. This is not the first time that the fake news media wrongly and prematurely declared a presidential winner. I want you guys to go on Google Images, click on Harry Truman Dewey, D-E-W-E-Y. You could see it's one of the most iconic political pictures in all of history, where you can see Harry Truman holding up a newspaper saying, Dewey defeats Truman. Even though Harry Truman defeated Dewey and became president, he's mocking the media, and he's holding up a paper saying, Dewey defeats Truman, even though he just got declared the winner. The media was so intent on making everybody think that Dewey was going to defeat Harry Truman that they already pre-printed articles declaring him the winner. They had news articles already printed sitting in a drawer somewhere, declaring Dewey the winner long before the election was over. And Truman mocked them about how wrong they were by holding up that fake news at his victory speech. This is a modern day 2020 version of Dewey defeats Truman, except it's Biden defeats Trump. And President Trump, if you're hearing this, your boy Bobby Hesley, who's done a lot of free volunteer work for you when he can been doing a lot of other real estate deals like you like doing. Hey, President Trump, I hope you collect snapshots and screenshots of all these fake news headlines saying that Joe Biden beat you, so that when you're standing on the Supreme Court steps with this Catholic mother of seven that you appointed to the highest court in the land, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, that you can rub it in the face of this fake news media. So make sure you get all those screenshots, President Trump. Make sure you have your staff and your campaign people sending you all these fake articles declaring your loss, so that you can keep them in your pocket and pull them out on the day that you're certified as our president re-elect. Let the recounts begin. Hey, Democrats, how does it feel to have a year 2000 put back on you with the fury of 10,000 suns? The way the father of global warming, Al Gore, the supposed father of the internet, would not accept defeat back in the year 2000, and he tied up the entire world over just one state, and not even just one state, one county in Florida, Miami-Dade County. He held up the entire world because he wouldn't accept defeat in one state back in the year 2000. Hey, Democrats, you're going to get some of your own medicine back from the year 2000. You taught us well. You taught us how not to go away quietly in the night. And I don't even have to go back 20 years. Hey, Democrats, how's it going to feel to get a taste of your own bitter medicine of not accepting the defeat that you suffered 4 years ago when Hillary Clinton lost? You guys wouldn't shut up about the Russians. You wouldn't shut up about Pootie Poo. So you know what? We ain't going to shut up about the TCF Center. We ain't going to shut up about Philadelphia. We ain't going to shut up about the Sharpie ballots out in Pennsylvania. We ain't going to shut up about Will Smith's dead father, God rest his soul, voting twice in Philadelphia. We ain't shutting up about none of that. You've taught us well, my Democrat opponents, because we are not going to let you enjoy this little fake news victory that you're trying to give your guy Joe Biden. We ain't going to let that happen. So enjoy what it feels like to have a president-elect Biden for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Because in 4 to 6 weeks, President-elect Biden is going to turn into basement Biden. And a Catholic mother of seven is going to send this old senile rapist racist back down to his basement. And you'll never hear from him again. That's what's going to happen, folks. It ain't over till it's over. Do not lose heart. Do not lose faith. Turn off the freaking news. Go out, take advantage of this awesome weather. I've been out walking all day, guys. I haven't had this kind of nice weather since I was in Thailand, so I'm taking advantage of it. And I gotta say, I took a little break on my phone, and I was playing a little bit of chess on my phone, because I like to play chess, because I like to give my brain a workout. And I got this little spam notification from Apple News, the most reliable source of information on the planet, saying that Joe Biden defeats Donald Trump and becomes the 46th president of the United States. And you know what my first reaction was, guys? I actually laughed. And I couldn't keep it inside. I had to share it with everybody. So I screenshotted it and I posted it on my wall, and it's the post you'll see right beneath this one, because I wanted to get a moment of history. This is my 2020 version of Dewey defeats Truman. I wanted to get the Dewey defeats Truman 2020 version on my phone, so that way when Donald Trump wins, he's already won. But when he's certified the winner by a Catholic mother of seven, who's smarter than anybody in any room she walks into, that I can have my fake Dewey defeats Truman, and I'm going to post it again on my wall. So for all you liberals celebrating the fact that Jim Crow Joe supposedly won, we're going to see what's going to happen when that's undone by our legal system that our awesome founding fathers put in place. So I love you guys. Trump 2020, Black Voices for Trump is still going strong, guys. It ain't over till it's over. And our work is just getting started. For all my fellow African Americans, I want you to get ready to reap all the benefits of the Platinum Plan that Ice Cube and 50 Cent and lots of other icons in our community signed off on. Because it's gonna happen. Because we got 4 more years, folks. I can't predict what's gonna happen in 2024, but I already know what's happened in 2020. And we won. And the fake media lost. Joe Biden lost. Socialism and Marxism lost. I want you guys to remember today, November 7th, 2020. Remember this day, guys. Save all the screenshots you can of the fake announcement of Joe Biden winning, because that's going to be our Dewey defeats Truman of our generation. Make sure you DVR CNN and Fox News and MSNBC and all these other fake news outlets. Make sure you DVR some clips. Get them all saved up on your phone of seeing all these journalists celebrating the fact that Jim Crow Joe won. Because we're all going to put together a collage of all these fake victory announcements, and we are going to rub it in. We're going to blast it all over social media when all this crap is undone by a Catholic mother of 7. You hear me? You with me? Who's with your man, Bobby Hesley? Throw up some ones in the comments. Who's with me? Let me see those ones, guys. Who hasn't given up yet? If you've given up, I want you to hit the number 4. If you're going to tuck your tail between your legs and crawl under the covers in the fetal position and suck your thumb, I want you to hit the number 4. But if it ain't over till it's over, and if we're going to fight this thing to the end, I want to see some ones in the comments right now. Throw up them ones. Throw them up. Yeah, there we go. Throw up them ones, baby. I want you guys to throw up some laugh emojis. Everybody hit the laugh emoji if the fake news of Biden wins is the most entertaining thing you've seen all day. Throw up some laugh emojis. Hit the laugh emoji, guys. Hit it. There you go. Yeah, show me them laugh emojis. That's right. Mock the media, guys. Mock Joe Biden. Mock the leadership of the Democrat Party. Hey, Zuck, we're using one of your Facebook features to mock you and everything you guys stand for. Look at all these laughy faces. Thanks for the assist, Zuck. Thanks for the assist. Yeah, baby. We live in America, guys. God is in control. God is in control. No matter who wins this thing, it ain't going to affect the course of our lives. It ain't, guys. It ain't. Yeah, that's right. Keep your spirits up, guys. We're in this thing together. We're in it together. It says in 1 John chapter 4 to test every spirit. Do not take at face value everything you see on TV and on social media. Don't even take everything I say at face value. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Test every spirit, guys. Use your brains. Think critically. Question the premises. Question the premises of everything that you're presented with, like I did with Channel 4 yesterday after the Oakland Republican Party press conference with Ronnie McDaniel was over. I was interviewed by several news media outlets, and the little millennial kid, who's probably 10 years younger than me, that they sent in to interview me, was asking me all these questions with all these fake, false premises. Well, what if you got into the building, and what if you didn't see anything wrong? What would you have done then? What would you have done if they let you in and you didn't see anything wrong? And you know what I said to him? I said, I resist the false premise of your question for 2 reasons. Number 1, you're admitting that they didn't let me in, so thanks for that, Mr. Fake News Media. But number 2, I said, why are you not asking it in the other direction? Why are you assuming that there was nothing going wrong? Why can't you ask me the other question and say, what would you do if you would have went in and you saw some wrongdoing, or you saw some fraud, or you saw some election stealing? Heaven forbid he asked me an objective question and say that. So I hope they air that interview. Keep laughing, guys. Throw them up. Throw up the laugh emojis. Come on, laugh at Jim Crow Joe. Laugh at the face of evil, guys. Mock evil. Spit in the face of evil. Troll evil. We ain't quitting. I don't care if I'm in Royal Woke. I don't care where I'm at. Trump 2020, baby. It ain't over. It ain't over. Tell the fat lady to keep warming up her vocals because she ain't ready to sing yet. You guys remember that saying? It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Well, when the Catholic mother of 7 sends Jim Crow Joe packing down to his basement, we're going to tell the fat lady that she was on fire. I hope she makes it to Broadway with the way she's going to sing when Amy Coney Barrett sends the 47-year-old racist who likes to sniff behind the ears of minors in front of their parents while the cameras are rolling. She's going to send them packing, guys. So listen, guys, I'm going to finish my walk. I love all of you. Stop letting the fake news ruin your day. Stop it. Knock it off. And I will see you guys on the victory trail. We're not quitting. We're just getting started. Signing off.